Scottfree to be here. Welcome to my YouTube channel. A little bit about myself. I'm 47 years old. Currently I work as a project manager in construction. I have worked previously as my own building business. I guess I've middle-aged, done the house, mortgage, kids, all that kind of stuff. And I'm exploring the next chapter in my life, which is Scott Free to Be. And what does Scott Free to Be mean? So pretty much a few years ago, I probably went through the midlife crisis and was living in a way that I stretched myself and didn't realize I was subconsciously suppressing a lot of stuff, and probably cracked, I suppose, is the best way I would say. And then I've spent probably the last couple of years working out why and what was going on. So it's, I suppose, a little bit about mental health, and then practice, and then what I want, and then discovering myself a bit better, and then exploring. So being, I guess, free of mind and exploring the pressures of what I was subconsciously doing. I suppose trying to fit into the roles of society expects, or it could be anything that you put pressure on, usually on yourself. So I feel that we learn through schools and media, everything, that we get all these expectations and beliefs that are often outdated. And sometimes what I found I was doing was I was living to these set of beliefs or expectations, and trying to be the strong one and do, be the best parent you could be the best employee, or when you're working for yourself, be the best business owner, entrepreneur, or whatever it is. And you're just piling up these expectations and on top of these beliefs that maybe in the living in survival mode you probably don't subscribe to subconsciously anymore, and therefore you are fighting yourself a bit. And that's what I think I found myself is I'm a very a general learner. I'm a very creative person. I don't fit into the molds by any stretch, and I think under the pressure of expectation of trying to, if it was just myself, it probably wouldn't matter. But when you're trying to fit in with family and expectations and kids and all that kind of stuff, you think you've got to fit into certain roles to survive. And for me, as a general learner or polymath type learner, where I like to sort of learn one area and then up to a reasonable standard, then another area, so I'm a really a big learner, but it's kind of not rewarded. You kind of get pigeonholed into one role, and that kind of didn't suit me. Whereas I guess this explores now how we can live freer in a better way, and pursue those alternative areas and be more creative, and use AI and technology to join the dots, and maybe recognize some hidden talents or skills that are not getting used, and to live in a better way to be. So I guess on this channel I explore mindsets, freeing yourself from these beliefs and outdated thoughts, emotions, how we can live better in flow, rather, and more from the heart, and with actions that are and intentions that are aligned, rather than trying to work against yourself and fit in maybe where you shouldn't be. So I guess it explores that. I creatively pursue. So I previously haven't really gone on social media. I've obviously got some thoughts about how they identity and algorithms and tracking, and I think the way it's centralized. So I have some thoughts on us being the product, and how that can be bad if you're consuming rather than creating like this. I think if you're creating, it's and for a good purpose, it can be good. So I'm going to explore my journey in trying to connect better with purpose in social media as I learn a bit more about that and open myself up to opportunities and learning. AI, I've done a lot of work, and especially with my company, B21, I invent a lot. So I guess seeing AI coming, I wanted to be ahead, and with the way that I learn, it's really helped me to open up in areas where I would normally not be able to I guess learn and improve from. So I explore B21 and my inventions there and the protocol and how I think decentralized, I guess it's event confirmation is one way. It's extension a little bit of my project management and how I see reality and how we can better work together and contribute and connect and collaborate without all the top-down surveillance tech, because I'm big on privacy, voluntary participation, and cutting red tape and processes that aren't necessary and are more about covering your ass than actually getting shit done. So I can probably tell you a little bit more about that. Creatively, music. I used to be in a band probably 20 years ago in my younger years. So I've gotten back to that as a bass player. I did a little bit of singing, but now I've written probably a few songs now that I'll start to share as they progress with singing and bass, and then I might even get some contributors with some old bandmates, and it'll be probably similar in theme to what I'll talk about on this channel. But yeah, I look forward to adding a bit more and hopefully take it or leave it. You can share this journey. Yeah, and I look forward to it. Thanks.